What is up, everybody? My name is Shaq. For those of you that are new to my channel, it's been a while since I made a video because I broke my leg and I just out of the loop on everything. So today what I'm going to be talking about is composition and basically the 5 main rules that I think everyone should know. So a couple of quick updates before I get to the video. I got myself a stabilizer. I have a review video in the works for that. Obviously my leg's working again. Had to get surgery for that back then. Fun fact. Now let's get right to the point of this video. So what is composition really? It's basically the act or process of composing something. Composing something is basically, setting it up, arranging it in a specific manner that you intended it to. So I'm gonna read the actual definition. Composing specifically is the arrangement into specific proportions or relation, and especially into artistic form. Basically what it means is how you set up your picture. So the first one that I want to go over is rule of thirds. It's a very good beginner kind of composition to get you into the flow of composing images. So basically what rule of thirds is when you cut your screen up into 9 boxes, and each of the points where the lines meet up is one of the thirds. So you'd want to put your subject or the point of interest into one of those intersects. So that's a really easy and quick way to create a nice balance to your image. I'll pop up a couple of examples somewhere. I don't know where. The second rule that I want to go over, and one of my favorite rules, is using leading lines. Basically what leading lines is doing is you're using lines in the image to draw the viewer's attention to your subject. So in the one I showed you earlier, I was using stairs to kind of show that this is my subject and that's where I want you to look. You're basically holding the viewer's hand and pulling them to where you want them to look. That's the simplest way to explain it. The third thing I want to talk about is depth. Depth is a really cool kind of effect that you can create. It's when you pretty much stack layers into your image, foreground, midground, and a background of an image. So all of those things are kind of creating a whole atmosphere to your picture. So you'll have something that's out of focus in the foreground, let's say. In the midground, you'll have your subject, and then you have your background. Or the other way around, you have your foreground and completely focused in, and everything else is just boom, melting away into that beautiful bokeh. What do these layers do really in the end? It makes your image a lot more dynamic and, eye-catching and pop out a bit more. And basically by using depth to your advantage, like tossing something in front of the lens, it's essentially just gonna add another dynamic to the image, and it's gonna make it more interesting. Oh, number 4, my favorite thing to do when I'm shooting architecture, symmetry and patterns. So basically, it's exactly what it is. Architecture, you're just going to use a lot of symmetry and just lining everything up to make it look perfectly symmetrical. This is a really pleasing technique to just look at, where you have everything in perfect symmetry. Oh my God, do I love it. It can also be used in the opposite way. So you can break that symmetry and it's going to create like an uneasy and tense feeling in your viewer. I don't have any examples, but I'll see if I can find something. And using symmetry is actually really useful when you're making portraits. And the 5th one and last one is going to sound pretty obvious. It's framing. So basically using your surroundings to frame up your subject of the image and, just making it look like a picture frame. That's about it.